The Suns went into hostile territory and came away with an overtime win, spoiling LA's Intuit Dome opener. Kevin Durant scored 25 points to lead Phoenix, who are hoping this season turns out a little better than last. Here's Kay Adams sitting down with Kevin Durant about the Suns' outlook for the season.
I need to know about the Suns as far as an NFL comp. Who is the team that they embody in the NFL, you think?
I would say the Chiefs, because we bring that championship mentality every day, baby.
Let's go. I mean, some might say the Suns have never won it. They've been to the big game. They haven't won. But look, I love the confidence. I was going to say the Bills.
See, nah.
Why?
Because they're known for getting there and just then losing. I don't want to be one of those guys. So I'd rather go with the champs and just take on that mentality.
All right. Great to see Kay and KD together. Stephen A., why'd you drop your jaw?
Did he say the Chiefs?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Did he say the Chiefs?
Yeah, he said the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going for the three-peat.
This is the same Kevin Durant. Didn't he get swept in 2 of the last 3 playoffs in the first round?
I do recall that.
See, this is my problem, right? So I'm minding my business. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to the NFL season. And NFL's here. I'm minding my business. You understand? I don't bother nobody. You know, you say something like that. What you think we gonna say? We gonna look like wait a minute now. Now he is a 2-time champion. And he's a 2-time Finals MVP. He's a former league MVP, multiple scoring. The brother, Kevin Durant, is sensational. But as of late, your teams have not been. And when you mention you, meaning your team, and the championship mentality, and you mention the Chiefs in the same breath as yourself, we have to defer to the latest nugget of evidence you have provided us. And that latest nugget of evidence was Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, going at you. The Minnesota Timberwolves with Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns with Ant-Man, taking you out. Doing so 4 straight, busting your living you-know-what, and talking to Kevin Durant. And then after winning gold with him in the Summer Olympics, when he got interviewed, he sat up there and revealed to the world, he was talking to Kevin Durant saying, yo, bro, you don't play defense like that. That ain't your thing. It's offense. You got to guard me. You should be. I mean, really? See, all I'm going to say is this. This is when I think it's unfair. When I don't mind being the bad guy. There's a lot that comes with being the bad guy. I actually enjoy it.
I know you do.
It really doesn't bother me. But except in certain instances, I just think it's very, very unfair for me to be labeled the bad guy when stuff like that is when I'm asked to respond to. The Kansas City Chiefs and a Kevin Durant-led team at this particular moment in time, well, what has happened in 2 of the last 3 years, is not a comparison you should want to bring up. Is that fair for me to say, Wendy?
It is. I'm struggling to come up with the team that he should say. I will say this.
How about
First off,
Lakers?
no.
I mean, they've been swept.
They're better. They're better than.
No, they're better, but I'm just saying.
First off, I'm going to say the Ant Edwards, Kevin Durant dynamic during Team USA this summer was an absolute joy. I loved it. It was one of my favorite things I've seen in the last few years.
That's fair.
Number 2, the Suns are a dangerous team, and here's why. They won 49 games last year when they were one of the worst fourth-quarter teams I've seen in 20 years covering the NBA. I've never seen a team inexplicably be this bad in the fourth quarter. They've tried to address that with some of the changes they've made to their offense and getting some point guards. And Bradley Beal missed 30 games. So if you look at them and say they won 49 games and easily could have been a 55, 58-win team, I wouldn't disagree with that. And last night, they were in trouble in the fourth quarter. They were not playing their best basketball, and they got together with Durant leading the way, and Beal and Booker, although Booker fouled out, and took a game that last year I guarantee you they would have lost. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the Suns are chief level, but they are dangerous. By the way, as an aside, Stephen A., the Suns players admitted last night that wall that Steve Ballmer built behind the backboard messed them up. In the fourth quarter, they started missing free throws. I actually would be afraid to fall out of it. It's some crazy angle, and the fans are right up in you. Now, they made like their last 11.
Right.
They figured it out.
Right.
But that's an aside. I actually think the Suns, I understand why they have confidence. I'm not sure it's justified at that level, but don't sleep on those Suns.
Okay.
They are better than what they showed last year.
Stephen A., how much belief do you have in the Suns with Kevin Durant as their guy, as their superstar?
Not much. Not much. But let me explain why. I don't question the greatness nor the commitment of Kevin Durant. And you'll be hard-pressed to find a bigger fan of Devin Booker than me. I love that brother. I love his game. And Bradley Beal, I love seeing him do what he did last night, and he's very, very capable. But when you talk about Kevin Durant, this is what we're not going to do. We're not going to look at Kevin Durant and just measure him in terms of just his talent. It's what ability you have to peel out of others. And his resume, much to the chagrin of his loved ones and various others in his inner circle, and, they've gotten at me over the years, not in a very flattering fashion about the things that I've had to say. And I accept it. That's what comes with the territory. I got to call it like I see it. I think Kevin Durant is one of the greatest talents this game has ever seen.
Agreed.
I think that, what he's done for the game of basketball, the ambassador that he is for the game of basketball, is to be applauded. But the flip side to all of that is that he's been relatively leaderless. He's been very lacking in inspiration in terms of peeling out from those around him whatever you can give him. He'll show up. If you said to me, it's a game 7, it's a game 1, it's a game 5, I don't give a damn what it is. Kevin Durant's going to show up, and he's going to ball out. But does he get the others around him to do it? Not only does he not do it, he doesn't feel the level of responsibility I think he should feel in getting it out of them. It's like I did my job. I can't help it if somebody else isn't doing their job. Well, to some degree you can. When you're that great and you warrant that much respect and that much deference and reverence, you should be able to be a better leader than he has shown. And because that hasn't been the case, whether it was in Oklahoma City, whether it was later on in Brooklyn, why am I going to believe that that's something that you can do in Phoenix? I don't see that. Now, Budenholzer's there. He's an outstanding coach, and I think that's an upgrade. And but I saw them give up a lead yet again last night. You understand? Before they pulled it out. But I think they'll be better. Tyus Jones, that pickup, I think is going to help them immensely because that brother can play. And he's a point guard. And I think that stabilizes them to a large degree, which is why I think there is an upgrade that has arrived. No doubt. But when we talk about Kevin Durant, we're not talking about Kevin Durant, the talent, and the superstar player that he is. There is nothing to discuss. He is that phenomenal, okay? But if I need somebody that's leading my locker room, that's going to galvanize the troops around me to maximize whatever potential we have, that is where history has shown he has fallen short.
I don't know. I know in the fourth quarter, this guy has had some amazing moments in his career.
Well, without question.
I mean,
Phenomenal.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you, but I would want him on my team under pressure in the biggest stakes. I know that.
But that wasn't the question, because I'm not questioning. I totally agree with you there.
I know.
I'd want Kevin Durant all day, any day on my team. Any day. I'm just saying I'd have to have another leader.
That may be true.
I want him to play, but I'd have to have another leader.
His resume is pretty damn impressive. I mean, maybe he could have done more, but I don't think it's pretty impressive.
I'm not saying it isn't, but that's not what we're talking about here. KD, better leader for the Suns' success. If you're talking about, here's the basketball. I need to give it to somebody that's going to deliver the goods. Kevin Durant, here you are all day, every day. But on various teams that have been successful throughout the years, you've had talent but you've also had somebody else around to galvanize folks. We talked about Draymond Green and some of the troubles that he has with officiating, but nobody thanks God every single day that they have Draymond as a teammate more than Steph Curry. Because Steph Curry gets to go out and do what he does because Draymond will do everything else. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying that's what you could say Kevin Durant might need that. Here's the problem. He had it, and he left it. He did have it, and he left it. And when he had it, it's the only time in his career he's won a championship.
That's a
I
fair
believe
point.
the evidence rolls on my side.
That's a fair point.